BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with another weekly reading vlog. Sorry, I've got the cats, especially Bernard, will not just sit down. He's pacing back and forth, back and forth. So if the camera moves, my apologies. I am doing the selfie stick thing sitting here. So, happy Sunday, everybody. Today is the 2nd of July. Happy belated Canada Day to all of my Canadian friends who might be watching this. So yeah, life has gotten a lot bit easier for me. Now that my course at work is done and the summertime is here and I'm doing this whole new kind of revamp thing with my reading, I've decided let's get back to vlogging because I have really missed vlogging. I really enjoy vlogging. So there will be a little clip just before this of me at, well, not me at Walmart, but the books I saw at Walmart. Garrett and I went over to Walmart this morning, and yeah, I did pick up a couple of books, but of course I will be doing a vlog at the end of the month with all the books that I purchased, so that's fun. And I'm gonna have to turn the camera on afterwards so you can see the cats. So anyway, I know you guys have missed like seeing the cats and all those things, so... And then I'm gonna have my breakfast. I went to a place called, it's Canadian, it's called Coffee Culture, and they do these really yummy breakfast sandwiches like, you know, egg and cheese. So I've got that right here to have, and I am going to read another couple chapters of my book, maybe watch something on Amazon for a little bit, but then this afternoon I actually plan to go out and do a little thrift shopping. So I thought I would bring you guys with me for that. But what am I reading? The reading. That's what you guys are here for, right? So I am about halfway through. I started this yesterday. Kristy's Great Idea by Ann M. Martin. I'm reading this on my Kindle Paperwhite. And yeah, so I have a whole bunch of e-readers, and I try not to pick, oh, I'm going to read it off of this one or this one. I actually kind of rotate through them if at all possible. So, yeah, I am rereading for the probably 87th time, Kristy's Great Idea by Ann M. Martin, the first book in the Babysitters Club series. The other book that I am currently reading, I started this one yesterday as well, I'm about that far into it, is Wyoming Matchmaker by Melissa Sennett. This is the 6th book in the Dawson Family Ranch series, I think it's called, and it is a special edition novel from Harlequin. And it's really good. Our two main characters, whose names are escaping me, Danica and Ford, had one night together a couple months earlier, and they both want very, very different things. She's not sure if she ever wants to have children, and he wants a big family, so she's like, this is just not going to work. And they've kind of avoided each other ever since, but then they're brought back together when Danica's aunt's wedding dress gets stolen. It's a really fun beginning of this book. And so far I am really enjoying it, you guys. Yeah, and I'll let you know more as I read. So like I said, plans for today, some thrift store shopping probably, and then I'm going to come back and relax for the day. But I will, as best as I can, take you guys to the thrift store with me. And then what I'm actually looking for, like, yeah, I'm always looking for Harlequins. But I'm actually looking to rebuild my collection of the Babysitters Club books. So that's kind of my game plan. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see what I can find. Because usually I'm pretty lucky with Babysitters Club books at the thrift store. And I would really just like to rebuild the collection just to have them. It might take me 4 or 5 years to reread through them, but then I'll probably just restart and reread through them again because they make me happy. So, and yes, I have a bunch of them on Kindle and I've been collecting some of the newer editions, but I kind of really want the original editions, the ones that I had growing up, right? So anyway, tomorrow I'm also off work because it is a long weekend, so that's exciting. But yeah, I will update you guys as this goes along, so I'll talk to you in my next clip. Bye, everybody. As promised, the felines. This is Presley. Aw, ignoring. Presley, say hi. Hi. And then the bean. Bernard. I am camera shy. Just the way he's laying. You, sir, are hilarious. There's the face. Aww. With his one white whisker, which I love. But anyway, guys, there's the cats. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, guys. So it's not long from the last time I talked to you. I'm in my car, clearly, still sitting in the driveway. I am heading off to do some thrift store shopping. I'm thinking I might go to 3, but I might go to 2. I don't know. It's hot out right now, you guys. It is 24 degrees Celsius, which is about 80 Fahrenheit, but I checked and it's 78% humidity. It's warm out right now. So yeah, I don't know how, well, I do have air conditioning in the car, but air conditioning eats the gas, so I don't necessarily want to be doing that. But anyway, I just thought I'd go out and do some thrift store shopping. And yeah, so I was just kind of figuring out my videos for this week. You guys will have already seen throughout the entire week, if, you know, this works out, that I am like pretty much posting a video a day. And then on Saturdays, I'm going to be doing reading sprints. So I'm excited about that. The videos that I put out are not terribly long. You know, most of them are kind of like the same thing week to week. I'm going to try something new. And again, you guys will have already seen this video, but on Mondays, I'm calling it New Release Mondays. And I will be talking about 3 new books that are coming out in that week, like in that week to come. And yeah, I just thought that would be fun to kind of share some books that look good to me that you guys might be interested in as well. And I'm changing around the days that I'm posting my TBRs. So on Thursdays are going to be my Harlequin TBRs, and then on Fridays are going to be my weekly TBRs. So yeah, I am looking forward to all of that. And then, like I said, Saturdays, the reading sprints will go up. So, and then Tuesdays and Wednesdays will just be, you know, whatever videos I feel like throwing in there, you know, my Harlequin anticipated reads, wrap-ups when I start doing those as well, you know, so kind of videos every day. It sounds like a lot, but my videos are not terribly long. The vlogs maybe, but that's really about it. Like those Monday videos, I can probably do one of those videos in about 5 minutes. Like I'm sharing 3 new releases. It's not going to take forever for me to talk about. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I was just upstairs doing. But I'm heading out to go to the shops, or to the thrift stores, or the charity shops, as my UK friends would say. And yeah, I'm going out to brave the heat, and hopefully I'll get some video footage for you guys, but I will talk to you then. Bye. Hey friends, so thrift store number 1 was a bust. I did not film anything in there because there was a crazy amount of people, especially little kids, and I do not like generally filming in public when there's kids, because they're not my kids. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, no. But anyway, so I found 2 things that I was kind of like, oh, you know, and with the books, it's like buy 4, get 1 free. And I'm like, well, you want to put 5 together. I could have gone and grabbed some Harlequin books, but I'm like, I'm really kind of on the hunt right now for Babysitter's Club for the original series, as I mentioned in a previous clip. And I didn't see anything. They had 1. It was Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls, which I do have a copy of already. So the other thing is too, is that I'm starting to get duplicates of the Harlequin books, so I'm really trying not to pick them up unless I'm sure I don't have it. But anyway, and then I was going to get the 2 because it was a Nancy Drew from the Nancy Drew Files series, and then an anthology, like a bind up of the first 3 books, but I own the first 3 books anyway. But I thought, oh, since I'm here, I'll pick this up. And then they announced over the PA system, they're like, you know, our debit and credit machine is down. I don't carry cash, so I couldn't have paid anyway. So anyway, it's a thing. I'm off to the next Value Village, and maybe I'll have some better luck, and I need to get some gas, so I'll talk to you guys later. Second thrift store and a bust. Today I'm not having any luck. It's one of those things where when you're looking for something, you're not going to find it. But when you're not looking for it is when you're going to find it. So I'm going to 1 more thrift store. If I cannot find anything there, I'm calling it a day. I'm going to go home right after I go to Chapters. Because I do want the new Heather Graham book, Whispers at Dusk, I think it's called. And I was going to get it at Walmart today, but it wasn't on sale. And I do have the points card, so I might as well use that and get 10% off and some points. It makes more sense, right? So anyway, yeah, off to there, see what happens. You know, like I said, we'll try 1 more thrift store. And as you guys can tell, I don't know if you can tell from my window, it started to rain. Yay! They've been calling for this all day. Actually, they've been calling for this all weekend. But this is really the first bit of rain we've had, so no complaints there. Anyway, guys, I'm heading out. This is a long start to the vlog. I hope y'all are enjoying it. Talk to you soon. Alright guys, probably the last random clip of the day. I didn't film in there again because I had my hands full. And this is my lesson for today. So this morning, my husband and I went to 3 different Walmarts. going like about 20 minutes to half an hour outside of the area to try and find something, that we ended up finding at the last place, which was the one that was closest to home. Today, I did the same thing. I went further out into the city to that First Valley Village, and I came a little bit closer to home, the one in between, and looked there, didn't find anything. And now I'm at the one literally around the corner from my house, and I walked out with 20 Babysitters Club books, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm super thrilled, A, that I bought them, but I'm a little annoyed at myself for wasting my time doing all that driving when I could have come, 5 minutes up the road and got the books. So anyway, it's a thing. I'm really, really happy. It is what it is. It got me out for a little bit. I mean, it is the long weekend, and, generally, you're kind of stuck inside the house. Not stuck inside the house, but especially because it's raining today and it's so humid, out by myself for a bit, listening to some podcasts. It's been great. So my quick little rant on pricing in these places. So they've now added that all the books have a price sticker on the back, and a barcode, a price sticker with a barcode on the back, because they now have self-checkout, which I'm fine with because no one judges my purchases. And I know they would never say anything to my face, but they're judging you anyway. And that's fine, because whatever. No one has to worry about the fact of why a 44-year-old woman is buying, 20 Babysitters Club books. But anyway, there's no rhyme or reason to the pricing. So there's a sign that says, children's chapter books are $1.99. I feel like that's a little high, considering the Harlequin Silhouette books are $1.49. And they're generally longer books, so why kids' chapter books are... Anyway, that's besides the point. As I was checking myself out, I noticed I got 2 super specials, and both of the super specials were $2.99. I don't know why. They're still children's chapter books. And I found one Babysitters Club mystery that was also $2.99. I don't know who prices these things. I don't understand. My only thought is that the employees are not allowed to grab the stuff that comes in. They're like, if we price it higher, nobody else is going to buy it. And then they wanted to... Anyway, I don't think that's actually the case. But that's just kind of my little... if the children's chapter books are $1.99, they should be $1.99. Full stop. It doesn't matter if it is a... and I noticed that there was Anne of Green Gables book, which is a thicker book than the Babysitters Club books, and it was only $1.99. I'm like, I don't understand. There's people driving around here waiting to get into my spot. Sorry. So anyway, I should go and let this person have a parking spot because I am now done. I've bought all the books, and I'm going to go home. I'm not even going to bother shopping at Chapters because I spent my monies, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, BookTube. Happy Monday. Today is the 3rd of July. Yesterday, we had a lot of clips from me. Today, just the one, because I have literally been filming videos since about 11 o'clock. It's now 12:15. And I am talked out. I am done. I kind of my own fault in a way. I talk about this in a previous video that I've kind of moved things around a bit. And as such, I pretty much have a video coming out every single week. Or every single day, every single day, which I'm totally fine with. But typically I wouldn't film all of them in one day. So I didn't film all of them. My video for Friday is not going to get filmed probably till Wednesday or Thursday, but that's fine. So it's Monday. Garrett and I went out this morning to Walmart, got all of our grocery shopping done. I came home, put on a little bit of makeup, did my video filming. I'm going to edit my video for today. And then I think Garrett and I are going to go back out for a little drive around and, hang out a little bit. But yeah, what am I reading, guys? How's my reading? So yesterday I finished a book. I finished reading Kristy's Great Idea by Ann M. Martin. This is the first book, of course, in the Babysitters Club series. Now, I showed you yesterday I was reading it as a digital edition from Kindle, but I do actually have the first 6 or 7 books now, I think, in print book format, which is how I'm going to be reading them. Regardless if I have the Kindle edition or not, I just this is nostalgia for me. I mean, these books are nostalgia, but you add to the fact that you're reading them in this edition, extra nostalgia, you know what I mean? So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Babysitters Club series, it is a series that started in 1885 or 1986. And it's about 4 friends, Kristy, Claudia, Mary, and Stacy, who start a club for babysitters. And essentially what they do is they meet 3 times a week. Parents can call 1 phone number and reach 4 babysitters. Later, as the series goes on, you add new characters. Dawn joins, then Mallory and Jesse join. This series ran for 131 books. There were, I can't remember the number of mysteries, like 30 mysteries, 15 super specials, 4 super mysteries. Like, there were board games. There was a movie. There was a TV show, even prior to the Netflix TV show. These were huge. Anyone of a certain age, late 30s, early 40s, like myself, who, is a reader today, I think can credit the Babysitters Club to the fact that they are readers. A lot of us, this is what, got us hooked on reading. Myself, of course, included. So this is, like I jokingly said, my 89th reread through this book. And I will, once I'm done the series, I will start over and reread it again. And these are comfort to me, 100% comfort reads, and they make me happy, and I love them. Absolutely love them. So yeah, 5 stars. This book will always get 5 stars from me, regardless. So yeah, that was my first book finished for the month of July. I am currently also working on, still, Wyoming Matchmaker by Melissa Sennett. I am about 6 chapters into it. Not as far yesterday. I was out a lot yesterday, as you know, from all the clips, and then I did a live show, and I was finishing off the Babysitters Club book and having dinner, so I didn't get as much reading done as I wanted to, but yeah, I did get a chapter of this one read, so that was good. So the other book that I am currently reading is one that I didn't even have on my radar. I was going to read a NetGalley book this week, and I'm just like, I started reading it yesterday, to be honest, guys, and I just can't deal with the fact that they're not properly formatted. I'm sorry. I can't deal. You know what? I would rather just not read NetGalley at all than deal with that. But I still want to read new releases. And I do talk about this in a video that went up on Monday already, where I'm doing these new release Monday videos where I'm talking about 3 books that are coming out in the week to come that I am super, super excited about. So, I had been looking up some books for that video because I had the idea for it yesterday. And I noticed that a couple books that came out last week, and I'm like, oh, and one of them really sounded good to me. It was like such a perfect summertime read. And I really want it. And I'm like, oh, guys, I've already spent some money yesterday on books. I'm like, I really don't need to spend any more on books. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it on hold at the library. I'll see if the library has it. I'll put it on hold, and we'll get to it at whatever point we get to it. So then I came in here, and on the back of my door in this room, I have some of my purses, because I don't know if you guys are the same. I like bags. I like purses. I like bags. I have a ton of them. And I was looking for something in there, and I put my hand in it, and I could feel something cellophane. And I'm like, what is this? And I pull it out, and it's an Amazon gift card. So at work, for certain things, we get gift cards. And I always pick Amazon gift cards because I use Amazon the most if I'm buying stuff for the Kindle or what have you. And I must have had one, like, I got a stack of them the last time. And Garrett had the job of entering them all onto Amazon so we could spend them. But I guess one got left in the bottom of my purse, and it was a $15 gift certificate. The book in my hand was $13.99, so I'm like, I can now get this book and I can read it. So the book that I got, and I'm really enjoying this, guys, I'm 2 chapters in, is 102 Days of Lying About Lauren. This is by Maura Jortner. So there's the cover. Sorry for the glare with my ring light. But this is a middle grade novel. So this is essentially about a girl, a 12-year-old girl who goes by the name Mouse, who was abandoned by her mother. We don't know anything about what happened yet, but she lives in an amusement park. And it sounds kind of sort of like Disney, like on that scale of an amusement park. So yeah, I am loving this. Like I said, I'm 2 chapters in, and so far it's really good. And I'm super, super glad I found that gift card to read it. So like, the universe was telling me I needed to read this book. So yay, I am super, super stoked. So I'm reading this on my Kindle Paperwhite. I do try and, I think I mentioned this yesterday, rotate through my e-readers because I have a bunch of them. So right now we are on the Kindle Paperwhite. And it's living in, I know I've got cases for all these things. I typically only put them in the cases when I'm taking them to work because that way they don't get damaged in my purse. But if I'm just using them around the house, I like to use my book sleeves. And this is a fairly new book sleeve by Lucky Duck Gifts. They are a Canadian company. I will leave link to her shop, her Etsy shop, in the description box below. This was a limited edition fabric. It's the Golden Girls, you guys. So there's Blanche and Dorothy and Sophia and Rose. Cheesecake, What are those? Oh, Sophia's glasses on the string. Her purse, teddy bear Fernando. For those of you who are fans of the show, you know who Fernando is. There was a great episode. But yeah, I couldn't say no to this fabric. And these are really, and I really like the fact that she's got like this, like, so if this tips upside down, if that's closed, it's not going to come out. And this will fit, like, this is my Kindle Paperwhite, fits in here perfectly. So anyway, that's it, you guys. I'm done. I'm done filming for today. I'm going to edit today's video, Monday's video. And then I think my husband and I are going to go out for a bit. And then I'm going to come home and relax. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Today is the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all my American friends. I hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday, enjoying your day off. I am on my way back to work for the first time in 4 days. Vacation was so nice. Those 4 days off were just beautiful. Having to go back into the office, not so much. So today's my late day, unfortunately. So I work from 11 till 7. Right now it is 9 o'clock. I'm leaving in about a half an hour to head off to the office. I want to get there a little bit earlier to go through my emails over the last 4 days because I'm sure it's going to be a horror show. But I still have about a half an hour. I'm going to probably read a couple chapters of my books and maybe watch a YouTube video or something like that. I am sitting here watching a YouTube video now, working on my socks. My Christmas socks. It is Christmas in July. I'd really like to get this sock done this month because this will finish the pair. So let's see if I can do that. The last time I showed you guys, I was here. So yeah, not too shabby. But yeah, I'm doing that. In terms of reading for yesterday, I didn't get a ton read. I didn't finish anything. I only got about 75 pages read between my two books, Wyoming Matchmaker and 102 Days of Lying About Laura. So not a ton read on both of them. I was out, yesterday and it was hot and it was all the things. But I'm hoping to get some good reading done tonight when I get home from work. And tomorrow is my super early day, which means I have to be at the office for 8 a.m. But I'll be leaving at 4 p.m., which is, I love it. I am an early bird. I'm up most mornings by 5:30, 6 o'clock. So, for me to be able to start work at 8 is just an absolute bonus. So anyway, guys, that's it. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't know. We shall see. Talk to you guys then. Bye. Hi friends, happy Thursday. So yes, it's been a few days since I talked to you last. Today is the 6th of July and it is about 7 o'clock at night, just after 7. I am just waiting on my dinner. I literally have 5 minutes before my dinner gets delivered. Garrett and I are having subs, heroes, whatever, big sandwiches, whatever you want to call them, like Subway. We're having essentially, but not Subway. Canada's version of Subway, which is called Mr. Sub, which is 20 times more delicious than Subway, in my personal opinion. So anyway, coming to sit down very quickly, I just filmed a video that's going to go up tomorrow on Friday, and I wanted to share with you guys and give you a reading update. So today I finished Wyoming Matchmaker by Melissa Sennett. This is the 6th book in the Dawson Family Ranch series, and this is about Danica and Ford, and I really enjoyed this. I gave this book 4.5 stars. So essentially the both of them, the entire book, they tend to keep missing each other, like two trains passing in the night. So essentially they had a night together back in February, a couple months earlier. And he kind of said to her, I'm really excited. I really like you. I'm hoping that things can work out. And then he kind of told her that he wants this really big family. Well, she doesn't want children. And, so they kind of decide to go their separate ways because clearly it's not going to work itself out. So over the course of the book, she kind of starts to change her tune a little bit, which I have to admit, even though I gave it 4.5 stars, I was a little disappointed in because you see this so much in romance novels. Like, having a baby is the thing. Like, that makes you a family. No, it doesn't. Two people, him and her, could have been a family. And I will admit, towards the end, there was a scene where that is discussed. And, and I do appreciate that the author acknowledged that yes, that they still would consider themselves a family, even if it was just the two of them. So, I really liked it. I thought it was really sweet. Like I said, they kept passing each other because then she kind of started changing her tune and being like, maybe I wouldn't mind having a child at some point. And then he got to a point because of family drama from when he was younger that he didn't want, you know what I mean? So there was kind of a lot going on. This is also a clean story, or a sweet story, excuse me, for those of you who are interested. There is no adult content. Yes, they do spend the night together at the very beginning of They spend the night together, but this is before the book starts. So it's sweet in the fact that anything that happens is behind closed doors, but nothing actually happens over the course of the book itself. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And I actually am really looking forward to starting this series and going back to book 1 and reading through it because I think this is going to be... Melissa Sennett is such a great writer. She has not disappointed me in any books that she has written. The other book that I'm currently still reading is 102 Days of Lying About Lauren by Maura Jortner. And I'm about 70% of the way through this one right now, and it's really good. This one is really keeping me reading. This is about the young girl who is kind of left abandoned in an amusement park. That's all I'm going to say. I will update you guys more tomorrow because that's when I will get this one done. But I also plan tonight on starting my next Harlequin book pick, and that is Joe's Girl by Margaret St. George. So I'm very, very much looking forward to starting this one tonight. But yeah, very quick little update, you guys. Like I said, my dinner is probably at the door as we speak, and I am starving. So I will talk to all of you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Hi, friends. Happy Saturday. So sorry I did not get a clip done for you guys yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of a day. It was a bit of an emotional day. I can't really get into what happened. It's nothing bad. Everything's okay. It's just one of those bittersweet things that happened. There are some staffing changes that are going to be happening at my work, not immediately, over the next few months, and by choice of this person. But it's still a very bittersweet thing. I'm happy for this person for what they're going to be, moving on to. But on the other hand, it's sad because I'm going to miss them a lot. And again, I can't say anything, but yeah, yesterday was a really emotional day, and I didn't expect it to be. When I found out, I thought, okay, well, that's life. That's kind of what happens. And it really wasn't until I started driving home that I started thinking about it more. And I'm like, yeah, this is sad. It's the end of, it won't be the end of a friendship, but you guys know, a working relationship kind of an idea. But on a good note, the one thing I haven't shared with you guys, I don't think I shared this with you guys, was about a month ago, my husband lost his job. And the company that he was working for, which was a really great company, you guys heard me talk about it. Like, they were so good to him, or so it seemed. And from what it sounds like, the way everything played out is that he was just a placeholder for someone else. Because they let him go because they said that it was performance, like he wasn't doing his job correctly. Now, he put stuff away in a warehouse. So the thing is that the boss, like his manager, seemed really, really like a great guy and a good manager regardless. Garrett had been there over 6 months, would pull you aside and say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. Maybe you should try and do this instead. And then if you don't correct the behavior, then it kind of goes up the chain. I think you guys who have worked at all understand what I'm saying, right? They don't just, after being there 6 to 8 months, are just like, well, you put that thing away wrong, so you're out of here. But that's what it seemed like. All of a sudden, one day, it was like, he got pulled in and see you later, thanks for coming, kind of an idea in that. Both of us were really angry about it because it seemed like such a great job. It was a small family-oriented company. But the one thing we did notice that a lot of the employees were family. Garrett was not. And he thinks that the person they brought in is somebody's nephew or something like that. So, like I said, maybe this kid had to finish school or whatever. And I'm speculating. It could be anything. It could have been a performance thing. But I don't think so. I think that knowing who I've met his boss, and he was super nice. And Garrett even said the same thing, that he could see, and he'd never been reprimanded, never been told that he'd done anything, that he needed to do something different or whatever the case may be. So that was about a month ago. We were really upset about that. So Garrett has been pushing to get working again because he doesn't want to lose that momentum, and he doesn't want to sit around. He doesn't want to be bored. So the good news is yesterday, not late, but like after 7 o'clock, he interviewed for a position on Thursday. And then yesterday he got the email with the offer for a job. So he'll be working in a warehouse for a very large, well-known clothing company. I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, because they're putting a warehouse up in our neighborhood, or in our neighborhood, in our area. It's actually literally across the street from where he used to work. So he can ride his e-bike in. It's actually better pay than he got at the last job too. He's making a couple more bucks per hour. I mean, hey, every little bit helps, right? So he's super stoked. He actually starts Monday. It's interviewed Thursday, accepted the job on Friday evening, starts on Monday. So he's busy filling out forms right now for the job and stuff. So yay. So we're happy. So like I said, yesterday was a bit of a day, which is why I didn't get a clip out. But I did finish a book yesterday. I finished it on my lunch break. So let's talk books now, my friends. I finished reading 102 Days of Lying About Lauren by, is it Martha? I don't know the last name. The cover, of course, will be right up here. This is a middle grade novel, and I don't want to say what this was about a lot. I don't want to get into the plot of this one, because I read this book solely based on the fact that I knew it was about a 12-year-old girl who was abandoned by her mother in an amusement park, and that she was now living in the amusement park, and that's all I went in knowing. So that's all I really want to tell you guys too, because I think it benefited the story so much, me not knowing the entirety of what was going on. I can tell you that this book takes place over one day. It just takes place over one whole day. There are some flashbacks to stuff that happened prior, but the main event, if you will, takes place over a single day. I gave this one 4 stars. It wasn't perfect. There was a few things that were and you definitely need to suspend your disbelief. She's abandoned in an amusement park, and she's kind of living there, and nobody's figured this out. Stuff is revealed, but, and the other thing, no, I don't want to say that either. Just go ahead and read this book, guys. I was not disappointed. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really liked how creative it was. Clearly, this amusement park, it's in Florida, but clearly you could see that this was supposed to be a takeoff of Disney World. And actually, the author's note at the end, she said that she had been at Disney 2 days prior to it shutting down for the pandemic in 2020. And when she got home, and then everyone was in isolation and things like that, we were told to stay home and do all those safe things because of COVID. That's when the idea for this story hit her. So she wrote this over the pandemic. And yeah, guys, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Wasn't perfect, but it was absolutely enjoyable. A really fun summer read, actually. There are some, of course, heavy topics in this one. Hello, her mother abandoned her in a park. But there are some light moments too, and I really like the main character. She was fantastic. So anyway, that's all I really want to say about this one. Give it a read if you're interested. If you're a middle grade reader, I think you'll enjoy it. So what I've decided to do at the end of this video is I'm going to do little cards at the end showing the books that I've finished this week and the star rating that I gave them. Because I know this has been piecemeal all throughout the vlog of the books that I finished. It's not like a typical wrap-up. So anyway, but what am I currently reading? So my current Harlequin book is Joe's Girl by Margaret St. George. So I'm reading this one. I'm not very far into it. I'm into the 2nd chapter. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. This is very 1990s. That's all I have to say. So stay tuned next week when I do a full review of this one. I like it, but it's definitely 1990s. He calls her honey throughout the whole thing almost. But he actually calls everybody honey. Even some of the guys so the plot of this one, sorry, I should tell you that. The plot of this one is about our main character, Molly, who was a big fashion model, and something happened, and she's returned to this small town, and Joe is a contractor, and they knew each other back in the 8th grade. They were in the same English class together. He had a big crush on her, and the crush is just intensified as they got older. she's now a famous model. She's on the cover of magazines. It sounds like she got like the big, like a cover girl kind of a, she's the new face of, it's called Apple Cosmetics. But, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking cover girl and, you know, billboards, magazines, the whole 9 yards. But something happened and she's now returned to this town. So she's living in her grandparents' old house. They have both passed on, and she is completely gutting and renovating it, and Joe just happens to be the contractor. So that's pretty much where I am now, is they've started to renovate this house. And, like, even the guys that work with him, he calls all of them honey too, and he's like, I don't have to learn anybody's name that way. But there are parts of this that feel very 1990s to me, so stay tuned. I will update more in my next vlog. And then the other one that I started last night, I just read one chapter of it, is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. And this one I am enjoying so much so far. It takes place in Muskoka, which is just north of me, cottage country. A very well-to-do cottage country, cottagey area here. And yeah, so far, I don't know how much to say about this one. Our main character, Fern, is back at this lodge that her mother owned. It has now been willed to her because her mother died in a car accident. This is all revealed like in that first chapter. And she's not handling it very well. She's not handling being back at the resort or the lodge or whatever you want to call it. She's, of course, not handling her mother's death very well because it was sudden. And she's not sure about stepping in to take over, like stepping into her mother's shoes to take over as owner of this resort lodge place. So that's as far as I am into this one. Again, not very far at all, but I'm hoping to get some good reading done on this today. So yeah. But anyway, guys, the last thing I want to show you very quickly is my knitting. I didn't do much knitting this week. I did show this to you guys, I think, in a previous clip. But I am working, on a pair of socks. So that the last time I showed this to you guys, which was like in another vlog or another wrap-up or whatever, that's where I was. So I'm working on the leg. So I've gotten this much done in a few weeks. I'm going to move this stitch marker after I'm done recording this. And then next week, when I do my vlog, I can show you guys the progress at the end of that vlog. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. A lot of fun. But anyway, guys, that's really it. It's earlier in the afternoon on Saturday. It's only not even noon on Saturday. But I'm going to cut the vlog off here because I'm not going to finish a book today. I know that. And I have a reading sprint. I have reading sprints this afternoon that I'm hosting. So I'm very excited about that. But I really want to get this vlog kind of edited and posted for tomorrow. So yeah, that's my game plan. But yeah, lots of fun videos coming up this week. My Monday, new release Monday video will be going up. On Tuesday, I think it's going to be my announcement for the page count reading challenge. We'll be coming back for the month of July. Thursday, I have, and don't judge me, another book haul. And then on Thursday, of course, will be my Harlequin TBR for the week. And then on Friday will be my weekly TBR. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up on the channel this week. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it. So I cannot wait to talk to you guys. Take care, happy reading, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.